mi familia, bienvenidos. Welcome to Paula in Panama. I'm Paula Farr, and today we're going to discuss the top 5 reasons I chose to relocate from Mississippi all the way to Panama. One of the main reasons I chose is that I was stationed here about 36 years ago, where I served in the United States Army on Port Clayton, Panama. And I said one day that I wanted to return. And lo and behold, here I am, and it wasn't that hard. It took me about 3 months to relocate. It would have taken me shorter, but I had some family obligations. So that's what's going to take me to number 1. The number 1 reason I moved to Panama is affordability and the cost of living. It costs anywhere from $1,500 to $2,500 in totality, all your monthly expenses, to live in Panama. That's one of the main reasons I would get more bang for my buck. I recently acquired my 100% disability from the VA from being a veteran, and that's permanent and total. So that which leads me to number 2. I obtained the Pensionado Visas. There's many different visas, like the friendly visa, the nomad visa. There's different visas, but I'm going to talk about the Pensionado Visa because that's the one that I obtained. All right. The Pensionado Visa is basically the retiree visa. I can't work here in Panama. I'm basically retired. Women retire at 55. Women retire at 55. Men at 60. I'm 56, so I fell in under those guidelines. Also, you have to make at least $1,000 to sustain. They want to make sure you're able to sustain your life here in Panama. So you only have to make at least $1,000. A combined total of $1,250 if you have a spouse, and $250, an additional $250 for each subsequent dependent. So all I have to make is $1,000 because it's just me. All right. Also, you get a lot of perks with the Pensionado Visa. You get all types of discounts. I'm going to go into detail. I'm going to have one segment all on the different visas, and particularly the Pensionado Visa, because that's what I have experience with. Also, I had to obtain an immigration attorney and a realtor. My immigration attorney was referred to me 3 or 4 times, so I felt comfortable with going with him. Himself and his wife, Carol and William Gonzalez. So they are a husband and wife team. He's a veteran, a retired veteran, and she's an immigration attorney, and they also have a son that's going to soon take the reins. So they all work together, and they all get to you in a timely manner. They're ready, available to answer any questions. They actually have special prices for veterans, and so I'm going to drop that information in the description area for you, their contact information. I also dropped my realtor's contact information, Valentino Wood, who was very influential in me coming here to Panama because he was also readily available, and he gave me everything I wanted on my wish list, and he drove me to 7 apartments in one day, and I was able to choose one in that one day and move in the following day. That's how easy it was. And so I came in under the cost of what I wanted to spend. So I'm very thankful for that. So you have to choose your immigration attorney and your realtor wisely. But I go on referrals. Word of mouth is king. All right. So that brings me to my 3rd, the modern infrastructure. That also ties in with the cost of living because I didn't have to ship my car here. I actually gave my car to my daughter, her husband, and family. So I didn't have to ship my car because that can be costly, but I don't need a car here. The traffic is kind of crazy here, and that's one of the reasons I chose not to. Also, because you can catch an Uber, which is anywhere from $2 to $4 or more, depending on how fast or how far you're going. Also, I know how to catch the metro, bus and the train. And also, of course, there's always on your ones and twos walking. I love to walk a lot of places here because I live on the main thoroughfare and I have a lot of grocery stores and everything is readily accessible to me. And then also, we're going to go to and with that being said, the infrastructure, the beaches, the beautiful beaches. You can see my balcony here. I can see the water on one side, the mountains on another side. I know people probably didn't know that they have mountains here. They actually have beautiful mountains here in Panama. But that's further away from here and it's a little cooler. It gets a little cooler at night, so maybe in the 60s, and that's going to be the lowest it'll get. You don't, of course, you don't need heat or air there, but I love it also because 365 days a year is tropical weather. All right. So with that being said, the infrastructure, we're going to go to number 4, the strategic location. I love it because I am a 5-hour flight away from home. They're even adding more and more direct flights to the States to and from here. So I'm 5 hours from home. I can't even drive to certain places like when I lived in Seattle. That was a 3-day drive. So I can hop on a plane and be to my kids and my grandkids. I have 2 adult kids, a son-in-law, and 5 beautiful grandchildren. So if I have an emergency, I can hop on a plane, a red eye, early in the morning, whenever I like, and it's also affordable. All right. So now with the fifth being the expat community. There's a large expat community, so you won't feel isolated. There's so many expat groups that I joined before I came. So I already had friends that I reconnected with and also met a lot of new friends through mutual friends that have been very implemental in helping me get around the when I first got here and giving me tips. But I join new groups every day, and so I'm going to be very busy in Panama just with all the places, all the adventures here. Another thing about the expat here, they embrace you here. I came here for the culture. I want to experience the Panamanian culture. And also, like, the foods are readily available, like the produce, the organic produce is readily available and also very inexpensive. So I'm going to wrap this up. Number 1, affordability. Number 2, easy access to a visa, to obtain a visa. Number 3, the modern infrastructure, and of course the weather. Number 4, the strategic location. I can get to my family really quick. And number 5, the expat community. One of the main reasons I moved here because this is a beautiful country. They embrace you here. They embrace brown people. They don't know I'm not Panamanian until I start talking with my southern drawl. I've learned actually Spanish fluently before when I lived here those 3 years, and I'm going to learn Spanish fluently again. Until then, peace, you guys. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share all my videos because I want to teach you about Panama. Thank you, Paula Farr with Paula in Panama.